Kaya pala yung mga clients talaga binabasa din pala nila yung mga proposals na sinesend kahit pa ilang hundreds yan, talaga pala nagbabasa din. Sa i-advise ko sa mga VAs, sa mga nag-take ng course natin is during interview, think of common ground, common factor na gawa ka ng small talk sa client kasi although meron tayong mentality dito sa Pilipinas na there are clients, there are our future boss, they don't want na ganun ang treatment natin sa kanila. As much as possible, let's be on a parang personal level, friends, kumbaga, or acquaintance, na I can entrust my business with you, and then you can trust me as well because I'm going to hire you. So kapag nagkaroon sila ng ganong feeling, ganong uh, emotional attachment na they can trust us with their business because of that common factor is matutuloy yun, most probably mahahire tayo. Hello everyone! Again, my name is Myra, and before ako naging Amazon VA, nasa BPO industry ako for almost 15 years. And then I shifted to being an ESL teacher for Chinese students for a very short period of time. And then I began my research of online opportunities that I can still continue working from home because during that time, pandemic siya. So I'd rather work from the comforts of my home rather than going to the office na I usually do for the longest period of my life.
During pandemic pala nangyari itong mga shifts sa buhay mo.
Yes.
But nung nasa BPO ka, kamusta yung lifestyle mo? Were you in a higher position? Anong ginagawa mong tasks doon?
So the very last company that I worked for is a bank or a financial institution in the US. And then one of the top banks siya doon. And then I was chosen, actually not chosen because I worked really hard for it. So for 2 consecutive quarters, I was the top 1 representative on our LOB. So that was quarter 3 and quarter 4 of 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And before that pa naman, I usually excel na sa BPO, sa team namin, sa LOB namin. Pero not that much because as we all know, for those who have BPO experiences, talagang napakahirap mag-excel because of complete attendance dapat, no late, no absences, no health issues, yung metrics and scorecards, napakahirap i-meet. So, that was the struggle of working for BPO.
May mga wins naman na nangyayari, but tali ka doon tali ka sa office. You cannot do the things that you want outside, no? Kailangan nandun ka lang, pati yung schedule. How about the shifting hours? Ano yung shifting hours mo?
Very good question. I can still remember during that time because my family and I reside in Batangas and then my work is in Alabang. So every day I travel 5 days in a week. Maswerte na yung makatulog ako ng 4 straight 2 hours in a day kapag may shift. So that's the one of hardship na pinagdaanan ko. And my family, of course. Kasi we are all in this together. So, yun yung isa sa mga challenges ng working sa BPO. So, because we don't want for our family to transfer in Manila, still stay in Batangas, ako na yung nagsasacrifice na everyday magta-travel. Napaka-traffic. Most of the time, sa bus ako natutulog or sa sleeping quarters sa office, meron doon mga times na ganun. During my lunch break, so doon ako natutulog. Talagang struggle just to make sure na hindi ako mag-absent, hindi ako mag-leave.
Wait lang, tama ba narinig ko? Manila, Batangas, Batangas, Manila?
Yes, every day. Night shift pa ako noon. Because I chose night shift because of night differential.
Hindi naman sa OA ako, posible pala yun.
Very possible.
Pag mahal mo talaga pamilya mo, gagawin mo everything, what it takes, makasama lang sila every day. But during those times, nagkaroon ka naman ng health complications? Meron ba?
Meron kasi nagkaroon ako ng problem sa voice ko for quite some time because parang 10 years ako nasa voice account and then luckily after 10 years na-transfer na ako sa non-voice. So for those 10 years, every now and then nagkakaroon ako ng problem sa voice, sa throat. So yun, kailangan kong mag-leave, sick leave, ng napakatagal just to make sure na naka-voiceless.
Nung mga time ba na yon, kasi grabe yung dedication mo, BPO, Manila to Batangas, Batangas to Manila, wala na bang nahahanap na other options? Yun na ba talaga?
Merong options. One is to go abroad, pero during that time, maliliit pa kasi yung mga kids namin. So, that's the list of my priority. I don't want to leave the kids, especially during their younger age, lumaking walang mami. Para sa akin, my family can provide for something financially to our kids. Pero yung time na mawawala, yung experiences, yung milestones nila, hindi ko sila makakasama during those times. I rather choose na yung mga options na, although hindi naman mas malaki yung tikitain, pero kasama ko yung family ko, yung kids ko, yung husband ko. So that's why I have chosen na BPO kasi compared to other industries, medyo mataas yung pay niya. And then, walang take-home na mga assignments, take-home na mga work. So at least, kapag nandun ako sa office lang. Pagdating ko sa bahay, talagang bahay lang. So that's one of factor na maganda sa BPO.
Yes, I agree. Yung ganyang mga ages ng mga anak, kailangan ng nourishment, ng support,
Yes.
ng guidance ng mother. Kasi core memory yan eh. Lahat na nangyayari sa age na yan, dadalhin nila yan sa adulthood. So, thank you so much for your unconditional love for your kids. So, pandemic happened. Tell us what happened during those days.
So, during pandemic, pinag-iisipan na namin mag-asawa kung talagang i-continue namin or hindi yung BPO. Kasi meron namang option to work from home pero anytime soon once pandemic ended. So, balik kami sa office. So, that's when take a big risk of enrolling in ASVA Masterclass because naalala ko yung back pay na marireceive namin that time is hinati namin. So, si husband, sabi niya, i-risk mo yung back pay mo dito sa pang-enroll nga sa ASVA. We do not know what will happen next. Baka scam yan. So, siya dun sa mga nagsasabi ng ganun. Sabi ko sa husband ko, nag-research naman ako, pinag-aralan ko yung mga winning stories, yung mga successful na kinukwento nila sa YouTube, yung napapanood ko sa vlogs. Natuwa ako, na-inspire ako sa kanila kasi in a way or two, we're both the same. Kasi may napanood ako ng mami din, naging successful. Meron akong napanood na from BPO din, so naging successful. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, kung kaya nila, kaya ko din. Kasi ito transfer ko lang naman, shift ko lang naman yung sipag ko, yung tiyaga ko from working sa BPO and then into kind of industry na I do not know what will happen next. Nandun yung what if into a positive energy na what if maging successful din ako. So I don't want to lose that opportunity and luckily sinuportahan ako ng husband ko. And then good thing after kong matapos yung course or actually hindi ko pa siya tapos. So may mga nagme-message na. Nagme-message sa akin sa LinkedIn nung na-optimize ko yung profile ko. So, during that time, so, unti-unti na akong nag-filter ng mga possible clients. Hanggang sa i-accept ko na yung pagiging VA ko, full-blown na siya. So, nagka-time na nag-accept na ako ng clients.
Yay! So, very smooth ang transition mo from BPO na napunta ka sa Amaze Nation, tapos nakahanap ka ng clients. And ang galing, no? Hindi ka ba na-overwhelmed sa mga modules na napaka-dami? Was there a time na nahirapan ka?
Ang hirap lang na na-encounter ko is, since nasa bahay ako, so nakikita ko yung mga chores. So, hindi ko siya pwedeng pabayaan. But I think of a way, di ba sabi nga, kapag gusto may paraan, pag ayaw may dahilan. So, that time, since busy rin ako sa bahay, sa mga chores, sa family. So, I still think of ways na makukontinue ko yung pag-aaral ng modules while I'm doing the chores. Habang nagbubugas ako ng plato, so naka-headset ako, pinapakinggan ko yung modules. And then, pag tulog na yung mga kids, may free time na ako, that's the time na binabalikan ko yung modules. So, that's the time na saka ko palang nakikita yung actual na slides, na presentation. Pero, during the day, napakinggan ko na siya. So, parang nagre-review na rin lang ako sa gabi.
Very good. It seems na alam mo anong ang time management mo. The time na you need to attend to your household chores, your kids, time needed for you to study. Ano pala yung in-enroll mo? Elite or advanced?
Advance.
Advanced. How's the journey so far no nag-advance ka?
Nag-advance ako, natutuwa ako kasi I'm the type na talagang researcher, studious, even nung nag-aaral ako. Na-appreciate ko yung mga new learnings na completely different from what I used to know, from what I used to do. So kasi nasa BPO ako, yung SOP, yung mga kailangan i-follow, nandun step by step. Pero doon sa modules, I'll give this to you, ikaw ang bahala mag-aral, and then, i-refresh mo sa sarili mo. That's the time for you on how you can apply it. So meron doon parang pwede mo siyang i-personalize. Ako pa naman, nag-iimbento ako, parang gusto ko itong pag-aralan muna, itong part ng module na to. Kasi something interesting sa akin. So, inuuna ko siya. Tapos babalikan ko na lang yung mga less interesting for me. So, until such time na na-complete ko na yung modules. Kasi yun na maganda sa modules self-paced. So, pwede siyang balik-balikan anytime. Tapos, I remember, meron pang client na nagtatanong sa akin that time, kung alam ko ba daw yung ganun. So, hindi pa ako tapos sa module na yun. Pero, sinasabi ko, I know something about it. I have heard of it. It's just that I don't have yet the actual experience. So, ganun ako ka-confident sa sarili ko and sa module sa Amaze Nation because I know that matatakil siya doon sa modules na yun. It's just that I don't have yet the time na tapusin siya during that time. Nauna ko yung ibang modules. Pero sabi ko, nakita ko yung list na yun eh. Sa list ng modules, nakita ko siya, naalala ko siya eh. So that's why I said yes. I know the topic. It's just that I don't have yet the actual experience.
Yay! It means na yun talaga lagi namin sinasabi, no? Not everything alam ni client. Most of the time, sa ating mga VAs na na-hire niya, siya umaasa, no? So, good thing na na-check mo sa modules at what he is exactly he's looking na sa modules natin. So, na-back upan ka pa ng pagta-troubleshoot. And I think that what I'm getting na not everyone is pwede mag-ASVA kasi ikaw, nag-work sa'yo because ikaw na mismo nagsabi, studious ka ever since you were a student. So, guys, ang ASVA talaga, kailangan hard work, dedication, and commitment. Hindi kasi porket na nagbayad ka ng pang-tuition, magkakaroon ka na kaagad ng client. No, kailangan you do all the work. Tingnan niyo si Myra, she is a living proof. Now, mabalik tayo sa'yo, Myra. Kamusta naman yung journey mo sa paghahanap ng clients? Anong strategy mo nung time na?
Okay, so strategy, share ko na. Marami nagtatanong nito sa Team Batangas during that time na nagkaroon kami ng meet-up 2-3 months ago. So, I also share this with them. Mapili ako sa mga job posts. If sa tingin ko, it will not suit me, my personality, my time, my availability, hindi ko na siya tinutuloy. So, ganun ako kapiki, ganun ako choosy because I know that there is someone who is waiting for me. The client that is waiting for me. So, nagbabrowse akong ganyan. So, binabasa ko talaga yung whole job post. So, hindi ako basta nag-a-apply. And then, kapag may nakita na ako na nagsusuit sa gusto ko, sa personality ko, sa availability ko, sa skills ko, so that's the time na nagsasend ako ng proposal. And I make sure na customize siya talaga. So, sa subject line pa lang, sa body ng proposal, and then towards the end, I'll make sure that this client or whoever will read my proposal will be sure na binasa ko yung job post. But, very ironic, yung first client ko is, sa sobrang ka-excitement ko na mag-send ako ng proposal kasi maunahan ako ng iba doon sa subject line niya, may sinasabi siyang ilagay yung magic keyword na kailangan include doon sa subject line. So, sobrang ka-excited ko, hindi ko siya na-include. Pero yung body ng proposal is very, very, very much customized doon sa hinahanap niya. So, that's the time na kinausap ko yung husband ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, ang ganda ng job post, ang ganda ng offer, everything is parang too good to be true talaga, pero nakalimutan ko yung magic keyword. So, sabi ni husband, mag-pray ka. Kasi kung para siya talaga sa'yo, magre-reach out din sa'yo. Alam mo ba, almost an hour after, that we talk, my husband and I talk, nag-reach out yung client.
Wow!
Very repeatedly sabi niya, you know what, Myra, I usually don't reply to those who are sending their applications without following the instructions, but I really like your proposal. Do you have some time tomorrow so that we can meet? And then tuloy-tuloy na siya hanggang ngayon, na-trust pa rin siya sa akin.
Uy, bihira yung ganyan na. Talagang very, ang mga clients. Kailangan yung mga small detail task, lagay sa subject line, lagay ganito sa cover letter, tapos sa'yo napansin. And that
Tama. Kaya pala yung mga clients, talaga binabasa din pala nila yung mga proposals na sinisend, kahit pa ilang hundreds yan, talaga pala nagbabasa din sila. And then, when that client replied na ganun nga yung sabi niya na, hindi nga daw ako nag-follow na instructions, pero ang ganda ng proposal ko. Alam mo ba yung rebuttal ko, yung nireply ko sa kanya, because I'm from the BPO industry, so sanay ako sa ganun. Sabi niya, it's my intention not to include this word because I want my proposal to stand out among other applicants, and I guess I succeeded on that. So tuwang-tuwa siya na sinabi. Ako rin, natuwa ako kasi napanindigan ko talaga yung ka-excited ko. Hindi ko siya na-include. So at least nabawi ko naman.
Oo, and I'm sure na attract sa'yo yung client mo because again, also your background, your very personalized letter. So for those of you guys who are watching right now, very powerful talaga ang hindi pagka-copy-paste, personalized letter, and lagi samahan ng dasal.
Tama. And then one more thing, i-advise ko sa mga PAs, sa mga nag-take ng course natin, is during interview, think of common ground, common factor na makakapag-gawa ka ng small talk sa client. Kasi although meron tayong mentality dito sa Pilipinas na there are clients, there are future boss, they don't want na ganun ang treatment natin sa kanila. As much as possible, let's be on a parang personal level, friends, kumbaga, or acquaintance, na I can entrust my business with you, and then you can trust me as well because I'm going to hire you. So kapag nagkaroon sila ng ganong feeling, ganong emotional attachment na they can trust us with their business because of that common factor, is matutuloy yun, most probably mahahire tayo because that client that I'm sharing with you, the very first one, is ang common ground namin, ang common factor namin is, nag-usap lang kami bakit hindi ako gusto magtuloy sa BPO is because sabi ko, napaka-traffic sa Pilipinas. I'm like 2 hours away from our office and then 2 hours back. So that's 4 hours of my daily life. Sabi niya, oo, ang traffic talaga sa Pilipinas. Nakapunta na pala siya ng Pilipinas. So yun yung naging common factor namin. Kung hindi ko na-share sa kanya yung ganong struggle ko, hindi rin naman siya mag-share sa akin na nakapunta siya ng Pilipinas. So wala kaming common factor. So that's the time na naging at ease na siya hanggang sa i-hire na niya ako.
Ayan. So what Myra and yung client na ginawa nila is building rapport, no? Find common ground, find the same interest. Doon kasi nagbe-build yung relationship nyo. So, wow, yes. Relationship talaga. And nice, no? Nakapunta siya sa Philippines. Saan daw sa Philippines?
Sa Palawan. So sabi ko pa nga sa kanya, good thing for you have been to Palawan and I haven't been there even though I'm residing in the Philippines.
Good choice siya dun sa Palawan. Yung client mo na yon, kailan ka na-hire?
So that was 2 months after I finished the course. Pero madami na nagre-reach out sa akin sa LinkedIn. Hindi ko lang pala talaga na-entertain because I know that kulang pa yung knowledge ko. So after I finished the course, that's when I began sending out applications. And after 2 months, yun na, first client mo.
First client. And until now, siya pa yung client mo.
Mm-hmm.
Oy, kamusta naman ang life mo bilang having an Amazon client? Is it full-time, part-time? Naka-time doctor ka ba or flexible?
Madami, pero flexible. Flexible. Meaning, even though may time doctor, may time tracker, I can still work on my own time kung ano yung desired ko na oras magtrabaho. Except for those cases, talaga may cases naman kasi na kailangan urgent, something happen, kailangan ayusin, kasi maapektuhan yung buong account, which is very manageable naman. Very rare naman yung yan. That's the beauty of being a freelancer, being a virtual assistant. I can work anytime, anywhere with the comforts of my home or anywhere. Katulad ngayon, nasa coffee shop ako. So, yun ang maganda sa kanya.
Uy, napakalaking bonus yun that you can work anytime na gusto mo. Basta lang ma-consume mo yung hours na ma-record sa Time Doctor, and that's very good na para kay client. And yeah, so for those of you guys who are watching, please go to our description box below. There's a link there para sa ating free ebook. Papadala namin kayo doon. Just type in your name, email address, and we will send you your free ebook so you'll get head start on what it's like to become an Amazon VA. Going back to you, Myra, if you could compare your life right now versus the life that you had when you were in BPO, how has your life changed?
Malaking difference na is yung time ko na available ako sa family, sa church, pag kailangan ako sa school, kapag meron kaming lakad husband, hindi na ako nag-worry sa ma-approve ba yung leave ko, ano ba yung availability ko, because I can bring my laptop anywhere. I can work in the car, I can work in the coffee shop, I can work sa bahay. Minsan pa nga dinadala ko sa school yung laptop. So that's the beauty of it. And madami na rin akong natulungan sa community natin and those na wala pa, because I hope na maging inspiration sa iba because I can see their struggle as well. So I'm sharing also this opportunity sa iba. Hopefully, meron mga ma-inspire sa mga naging successful stories natin.
I see. So, anong church ka part?
Iglesia ni Cristo po.
Oh, nice! So, meron tayong mga students na from Iglesia ni Cristo. And soon, meron akong nakaschedule din na someone from your church. So, nakaka-excite talaga. I also heard that your husband is also doing Amazon VA. Could you share that to us? Paano
So
siya napunta?
Nakakatuwa sa kanya. He's more inclined into social media management. But then, nahahati yung puso niya sa PPC. So, coach din. Anytime soon, si husband, makikita mo na sa group mo.
Ang daming yumaman doon. Tingin mo ba, is it started kasi nakita niya that you are enjoying your work?
Actually, pag-i-enjoy sa work, mas nakikita niya, ako kasi yung sobrang workaholic. So, even though, halimbawa sabihin natin 8 hours, so minsan over pa ako doon. Kasi pag gusto ko matapos agad, alam ko na medyo madami kong gagawin the next day. So, inuumpisahan ko na siya today para hindi na ako masyadong madaming gagawin on that day. So si husband sabi niya, bakit parang ang dami mong ginagawa? Pero di ba dapat ang VA is hindi masyado? Sabi ko sa kanan, sige ako ka dyan. Papaliwanag ko sa'yo. Ayun. Tapos hanggang siya, mas interested siya. Ang dami niyang tanong. Sabi ko sa kanya, mag-enroll ka na nga. Para hindi na ako itatanungin mo.
Nandun na yung curiosity niya eh. Pumasok na yung curiosity niya.
Ang swerte pa niya kasi when the first bootcamp in-open ni Coach Lish, so he's one of those students. So sabi ko, bihirang opportunity. Hindi talaga si Coach Lish nagtuturo ng siya. Meron siya mga coaches. So kasama dun si husband. Natanong siya, meron mga questions si Coach Lish dun eh. So nakasagot siya. Tuwan-tuwa siya. Sabi ko, ay, bigatin ka. Mas bigatin ka sa akin.
Oo nga, parang feeling ko nandun nga si Plebe. Very active siya noon. Naka-on cam siya. Oh my God, natandaan ko siya. Nandun nga siya.
Nandun siya.
And look where he is right now, no? Slowly in the process of being in the Amazon VA space. Yeah, I'm very happy to hear some of these success stories tulad niyo. And kung ma-compare mo yung BPO na salary mo versus now, naabutan na ba? Mas malayo na ba? Kamusta?
Yun yung tinatawag na malayo na pero malayo pa. So, in terms of mga na-achieve, yan pa konti-konti. We were able to send our kids to a university. Meron na rin kaming brand new car. So, that's all in the grace of our Lord. All of this success, we would like to pay it forward to the community, especially to our church. So, that's why nag-upgrade pa rin kami ng skills because e-commerce is very fast-paced industry. So, nag-upgrade pa rin kami ng skills para come sometime, pero may kailangan sa amin. We can help. Sa GC ng Team Batangas, we are very active. Sa community din namin, kapag may kahanap ng opportunity, we're sending the links. Kapag meron tayong free webinars, we're sending the links. So that yung nakita namin na success, na pwedeng maging opportunity na meron kami ngayon, gusto rin namin i-share sa iba.
Thank you, Myra, for sharing your blessings to others. No wonder you are so blessed kasi isa kang giver. At kung meron ka namang maa-advise, especially sa mga mommies out there, mga Filipinos na ang hahaba ng mga biyahe pa sa kanilang work, anong maa-advise mo sa kanila? Ultimate advice.
Sa mga mommies na nag-work at the same time and also at the same time full-time moms, sa mga Pilipino na naghahanap ng opportunity for their personal life to be upgraded para sa pamilya nila din, this is the industry that you should also check. Because when I browse the internet, almost everyone in the world are very proud at natutuwa sila sa skills ng mga Pilipino. Very adaptive tayo, flexible, smart, wise decision maker. Mabilis tayong mag-adapt at mabilis tayong pick up yung kailangan gawin, unlike ibang nationalities. That's why they love working with us. Especially, meron tayong background sa English because of our education system. So, gustong-gusto nilang mag-hire ng mga VAs from the Philippines. So, nandun na sila sa ganung stage. Why not us here in the Philippines na nagtsatsaga tayo, nag-work tayo, ang tagal natin sa office, tapos meron tayo nasa-sacrifice ng mga events sa family natin na hindi natin ma-join. So this is also an opportunity that you can check out na baka nag-work sa iba, nag-work sa akin, baka mag-work din sa inyo. Walang mawawala kasi at the end of the day, even though you pay for the course, it's still for your development. Mag-develop na ng personality mo kasi meron tayong art of seduction, mag-develop na yung skills mo because all of those things na pag-aaralan sa modules is usually applied in personal life every day, kahit pa e-commerce siya, tapos magkakaroon ka ng understanding learnings, ganito pala yun. So halimbawa, nag-grocery ka, may nakita kang barcode o SKU dun sa likod ng pinamili mo ng item. So ma-identify mo siya na ito pala yung na-discuss. Kailangan pala nandito yung UPC, yung barcode. So ito pala yung ini-scan. Connected pala siya store ni client, ng boss. So magkakaroon ka ng ganang mentality na, ay ito yung pinag-aralan ko. Nagkakaroon ng connection. That's why Amaze Nation is here. Na-formulate siya ni Coach Lish because she would like to share this opportunity to every Filipinos na nawawalan ng pag-asa sa buhay or gustong ma-uplift yung kanilang standard living nila or gusto pa na mag-exceed sa kung ano yung mga meron sila ngayon. Because many of us know na meron ganitong online opportunities pero kulang pa yung understanding nila, kulang pa yung awareness nila. We thank you as well on behalf of those VAs na naging successful, nandun sa ganong process or nag-aaral pa lang because if you are not there to support Coach Lish sa kanyang objective, sa kanyang vision and mission, we will not also be on this position na natulungan yung buong family namin, buong family ng mga nag-graduate, mga students, and those ongoing na nagkaroon sila ng hope, nagkaroon sila ng pag-asa. Sooner or later, mag-feature din sila sa channel natin, magiging successful din sila. Kasi success is very objective. Kung pwedeng successful, para sa akin hindi pa, or para sa iba hindi pa. Pero meron tayong different measurement of success. So one way or another, successful na tayo lahat.
Yan, grabe guys. I'm sure yung mga viewers natin ngayon sobrang na-empowered because of sa ultimate message ni Myra. So, ang inaantay na lang ay yung mga sarili natin to take that next step. Thank you so much, Myra, for being our guest. Si Myra, nung una, nahihiya pa talaga siya mag-guest. Pero tingnan nyo naman, she's so eloquent, she's so empowering. Tapos napaka-good pa niya mag-motivate. Para na siyang coach. Yan.
Thank you, Miss Nina.
Last question, are you a proud ASUBA member?
Very, very, very proud.
Yan. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to know more about freelancing, follow us on our Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Instagram page. And if you have any inquiries, just contact the number on your screen. This is your Amaze Nation brand ambassador, Nina, and with Amaze Nation, we provide life-changing learning for extraordinary living. See you next time.